Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's me and Vanessa. We've been rocking out for a while. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. We're going to start with a hug before I forget. Okay, Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew. I'm an Uncle Luke fan. I have to admit that I get it, back in the day. But sometimes he says things that make me say, And we kind of talked about it on our new podcast that's coming out tomorrow. Here's the question. Why are men always up in women's business? Uncle Luke was giving advice to why some women don't have men. And he made it seem like, these are the things he said. You got to be a good cook, and you got to be great in bed, and, you got to look good all the time. You're not going to look good all the time. Sometimes if you clean the house, taking care of the kids, it's this image that people think it's real, and it's like, it's a lie. It's a lie. And then I wanted to say, well, Luke, I guess you want women to be quiet too. I just thought it was just outdated, giving this. Everybody is not made to cook. It's sad, because you need to know how to boil water, but everybody can't cook. I don't think you could hold that against them. Just looking good all the time, impossible. Yeah, you should keep your look. I don't say let them look slide, but sometimes when you're busy doing stuff, you're not going to be glamorous doing it. Being good in bed, well, what if you're not good in bed? What if the woman got to do all the work? I just thought it was a strange conversation, and it tied in to the podcast, Patty and the Millennials. A new episode is going up on Thursday. A man wrote this article that I read, and he said why older women find it hard to find love. And he basically was saying some women's standards are too high. Well, what puts you in the too high? Because everybody, even men, you gotta have standards. You gotta have things like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not dating nobody that's dirty. What's going on? We're not doing that. You got to have some. So we just talked about, I know there are some people, if they don't fix their face and fix their attitude, they ain't going to find nobody. But it just was like a throwback to like, this is the Handmaid's Tale? I'm telling you, Uncle Luke said everything, and you need to be quiet too. It was interesting. You should go find it. We remember actor Terry Carter. I remember him because as a kid, child in the 70s, he would be like the only black actor. McCloud, Battlestar Galactica. So he really stood out. He led a long life. Passed away, the actor, at the age of 95, Terry Carter. Marlon Wayans is coming to Prime Video. He's got a new special called Good Grief. It's going to start streaming on June 4th. What makes this so significant? He talks about the last days of his parents. Now you could be saying, ain't nothing funny about that. But the way that he dealt with everything, and this grief hit him hard. I interviewed him, I think it was about like 2 weeks ago. He is one of the few people that I enjoy having a conversation with. Matter of fact, it's not even like it's an interview. It's just like talking to an old friend. And it is hard when you lose your parents. And I once heard someone say, you become a real adult when you lose both of your parents. Because it's kind of like a parachute. And even, for some who get older, and they lose their parents, it's like their parachute is gone, because you always have that. I often think about people who've lost their parents at a very young age, and it's like, are you forced to like hurry and grow up? But I heard someone say that, and life is different, and he's talking about it in this new Amazon Prime. He filmed it at the Apollo Theater. It's going to start streaming June 4th. Now, speaking of the Apollo Theater, Lou Nell is doing an engagement there this weekend. I can't wait to hear all about it. What a moment to get a chance to perform at a historic theater like the Apollo Theater. Lunel, good luck. Investigators are trying to find out what happened on the set of Eddie Murphy's latest movie, The Pickup. He's filming it down in Atlanta with Keke Palmer. And on Saturday, there was some kind of weird accident. Eddie wasn't involved, no stars, and all involved crew members. And they want to find out what happened because several crew members were hurt during an action sequence. I'm kind of excited about Zendaya's new movie, Challengers. It's kind of like a real grown up role for her. You know, we know Spider-Man, we know Dune, we know watching her grow up on the Disney Channel, but Zendaya is really doing her thing, and she's going to be one of the stars, the Met Gala, first Monday in May. But I'm kind of excited. They're saying they'll probably take about $15 million in at the box office. But I have not wanted to see a movie in months. Could have been the Hollywood strike, and we got to wait for like really, really, really good movies to come out, maybe the summer or the fall. But what about you? I just have not been excited about a movie in quite some time. So maybe the really good movies will start coming out. Reggie Bush, one of the greatest college players of all time. He won a Heisman Trophy in 2005, and they took it away from him. Because back then, you weren't supposed to accept no endorsements, no money, no nothing, just play. Don't accept no money. Don't get no offers. Well, today, 2024, it's a different story because now athletes can cash in. It was back then only the colleges could get the money, but these kids out here running these championships, well, now it's different. After 14 years, Reggie Bush has gotten back his Heisman Trophy. He went on to win a Super Bowl with the Saints. He was kind of like a journeyman through the NFL. He retired in 2017, but Reggie Bush and USC both getting their titles back for the Heisman Trophy. Megan Thee Stallion, those shocking allegations. Her lawyer said, "We're going to see you in court." Her former videographer made claims that he had to watch her have sex with other women while they were in Spain. In a car. Then he got down to the nitty gritty. She cut my pay. People hate it when you cut your pay. You can't cut people's pay. There's going to be an attitude ensuing. And he talked about his pay reduction, and now he's suing her. Her people are saying, we are going to see you in court. A lot of excitement in New York. They're seeing Denzel and Spike Lee film their latest movie, High Low. Ice Spice is in it as well. A lot of people are like, what's she doing in it? Maybe she can act. She's not one of the major stars, but she's probably playing a supporting role. This movie is going to be coming on Apple TV and in theaters for a limited time. But a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's Denzel. It's Denzel. Denzel and Spike have done numerous movies together. And now they're back at it again on the streets of New York. My podcast is Patty and the Millennials, and we talk about women and for some women why they're having such a hard time. You got to have some kind of standards. I'm not saying out of the world kind of standards, but you have to have some kind of standards for your own sanity. Now, Uncle Luke, he talking some before 1940 stuff. I was shocked because I love hot, get it. I like Uncle Luke, but I was like, he was talking about how women should keep clean down there. It was, and you should be clean, but I was like, really, Uncle Luke? I'm telling you, he said everything but, and be quiet. The realities and the expectations of being a woman, especially if you have a baby. You're trying to figure out everything and just can't be cute all the time. And it was interesting. We were short and sweet today. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up. It's always good when we can do this. Now, this is something I'm going to leave you with. I'll go back to being silly tomorrow. If you are a caretaker and you're finding it very challenging, it's one of the most challenging things that could come into your life. It could be taking care of your parents, a loved one. You're not alone. Sometimes it feels like you're alone, especially when other people won't help. It's always unfortunate. You're not alone. It's not easy, but boy, you'll be so blessed. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to tell you why I say that, because I told you I stroked out. I wasn't taking care of myself. But God spared me. He spared me by keeping my voice. Everything else was jacked up. This eye was over here was a mess. Take care of yourself while you take care of others. Take care of yourself while you take on the burden of having to care for someone else. And you're not alone. And you may feel like everything is crashing down and you're tired and you're weary, and take care of yourself, because better days are coming and a blessing. I can't wait to see Marlon's special, because he goes into that about his parents. And it's never easy. But take care of yourself. If you're a caretaker and you took some time away to watch me, auntie advice: never forget to take care of yourself and drink your water, because you need to drink your water. You can't take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself, even in the midst of the most stressful times. I appreciate you guys. I promise I'm going to be really silly tomorrow. Thanks for joining me and Vanessa. It's like cute not knowing. When you hear the notification bell, or when it comes up, afterward, when it comes up, you know that we're here. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I love having discussion. And I know I threw out a lot of questions today. Subscribe to the channel. You never miss a thing. I swear, every day is different. Some days I can be just silly as and then some days I'm led to reach out to someone, to encourage someone who may be going through something. Shout out to those caretakers. You're not alone. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.